Yeah, what's good, everybody? TrentWherld here, also known as Trent. And today I have another story time here to tell you guys. So, this story I'm about to tell you guys today is kind of a person story. And, yeah. So, if you guys didn't know, I have another brother. Now, if you guys are confused right now, I know what you guys are thinking right now. Trent, what do you mean you have another brother? Like, you've talked about two stories about your brothers. Like, you have another one? Like, what's going on? And to answer your question is, I do have another brother and I don't. Let me explain. So, I know in the past I've told story times about, just the other day I was talking about my brother and my older brother. I've talked about on this channel, my cousin, and I've talked about Joel and like other family members, but I haven't really talked about this person. And I thought, why not talk about this? So without further ado, let's get into it. So this story time takes place back in 2018. Yeah, 2018. My brother at the time, my oldest, and my middle, they were in high school still. So I think my oldest was a junior, and my middle brother was I want to say he was a sophomore or a freshman. I don't remember. But anyway, so my oldest brother had this friend. We'll give him a name for the sake of this video because I don't want him to come after me after I upload this. Let's call him Jeremy. So my brother and Jeremy, they were friends, and Jeremy was going through a lot in his life. Let me explain. Jeremy came from a place where he didn't have parents. And what I mean by that is his parents weren't in the picture, and they weren't there for Jeremy. So Jeremy didn't have a home. He was kind of a child without parents and all that. So my brother felt bad for him. So he told my parents, like, hey, there's this person, one of my friends at school. He's really in a tough spot right now. His parents are not in the picture, and he's going through a lot. And my parents wanted to go meet Jeremy. So during the school hours, my brother was in class, and they call up Jeremy, my brother. They go up to the office, and they see my parents, and they go see the principal. Now, remind you, I'm going to say this real quick. I did not go to the same high school that they went to. I went to a different one. So I know you guys are thinking, like, how do you know this story? It's because my mom told me. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So they're up in the office. They walk in. They meet up with my parents and Jeremy and my brother. The principal goes, well, this is Jeremy, and the principal's going through his background, telling my parents about him. And so, like, they're going through his background and how I think he was either a good or a bad kid. I don't remember. And how it wasn't, like, his life wasn't there yet. So the principal's like, so Mrs. Blank and Mr. Blank, what do you want to do here? Do you want to take Jeremy in, or are we going to put him in a foster home? Because at the time, Jeremy didn't have a home. His parents weren't in the picture. So my parents said, we're going to talk, we're going to discuss this at home, and we'll give you a call on Monday. Because I think when they met, it was like a Friday. But anyway, so they talked to me, my middle brother, and my oldest brother. So this is where I knew about this part. This part I'll let you guys know. This is from my point of perspective. So my mom gets a meeting. So we all are in the living room, including my dad. And my mom goes, okay, we're going to have a meeting. I want to let you all know we are getting another person in this household. And we're starting to think who, like me and my middle brother, we're trying to think who. And my brother goes, Mom, are you pregnant? And my mom goes, no. And like we're confused on what she's trying to say, right? Because we had no clue. But my oldest brother knew what she was trying to say. So my mom goes, I'm not pregnant. No. We're getting one of your oldest brother's friends. And so I was confused on who she was talking about. Because I was in like elementary school at the time. So I didn't know a lot. But my middle and my oldest knew who it was. I don't think my middle brother knew who it was. So my middle one asked, so who are we bringing in from, And my brother goes, oh, it's Jeremy. And my brother's like, oh, okay. So then Monday comes, my parents talked to the principal, and they said that they'll take him in. So we were a family of, if I can remember, I think it was like 5. I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember. But anyway, so Jeremy had a family now. He had a family, so we were technically his family. So then Jeremy was living in our house, and he was sleeping on the couch because at the time we tried to buy him we couldn't afford an air mattress at the time. So we bought him like hygiene stuff and all the things he needed for a teenager. So and then we found out that we figured out his birthday. We figured out kind of the whole thing. So then Jeremy turned 18. He got his license. And so he was able to help me, my parents, and my oldest, and my middle brother. So I'll say this. There was one time in particular where Jeremy took me to school. And, I'll say this because I don't want to turn this into a full story. I'll give you guys some kind of details, like me and Jeremy's relationship. So me and Jeremy's relationship was good at the very kind of like the beginning. So Jeremy used to help me with projects at the time. He used to help me. He helped me make a spear out of a wood thing, which was very cool. And then, like I said, he used to take me to school whenever my parents couldn't do it. So he was a really help to my parents. And then I remember every time we would see each other at night, like during nighttime, we would play Call of Duty together. So we used to play a lot of zombies, and and he was. It felt like like there was another brother in the picture, and it was very cool that me and him had that relationship together. But then eventually, senior year for my brother and him, they ended up graduating. So Jeremy was here at my house for, I don't think, a lot more time. I think he was only here for until 2019. So one more year, if I can remember. Yeah, somewhere around there. And he graduated, and so did my brother. And he was living here for 1 year. And then he talked to me and my two of my brothers. He goes, hey, I was thinking about getting out of here. And we're like, what do you mean getting out of here? What are you talking about? And he goes, well, I was thinking about, getting my own place and, becoming the responsible adult that I need to be. And we're like, oh, okay. So then he's like, I wanted to pitch this to your parents. So then one day, Jeremy wanted to talk to both my parents, including all three of us. We're in the living room. He goes, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And my parents are like, for what, Jeremy? And he's like, well, I want to thank you for taking me into your home and helping me get through high school and helping me, get a job and teaching me what the responsibility of being an adult is. And I appreciate you guys being there for me through my lowest. And he gave basically my parents a hug. And then he went one by one. And he went to my oldest first. He goes, hey, we'll always hang out. You know my number. You know where I live. We can always hang out. He's like, of course, dude. So he goes to my middle brother. He goes, bro, thank you so much for everything. And, always, being there for me and being the cool middle brother. He goes, yeah, dude, of course. So then he comes to me. So he goes, Trent, keep being the person that you are. You're an amazing kid. I remember taking you to school every day and playing video games with you and helping you with projects. I'm gonna miss you, bro, but I know you'll do great after you finish high school, and you'll do great. I'm like, listen, Jeremy, thank you for always being there for me, dude. I love you, dude. I wish you good luck at whatever you're gonna do. And yeah, so then Jeremy packed up all his stuff and he said goodbye to all of us. We all had like a family hug one more time. He gets in this truck and he drives away. And yeah, that was it. I haven't heard from Jeremy in a very long time. Actually, you know what? I lie. I seen him last year, actually. Me and my brother was throwing himself a party for himself because it was his birthday, and he was there, so he got invited. And what surprised me was he told my parents that he's a father now. So he found himself a wife, and he's married, and he's got kids, which is I'm super happy for him. And yeah, and to this day, like I said, I haven't heard from Jeremy in so long, so I hope he's doing good. By the way, Jeremy, if you are watching this video, which I don't know if you are, but if you find my channel and you stumble upon this video, I just want to say, dude, I love you, dude. I hope you're staying safe out there. And yeah. But anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story time. If you guys did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys are brand new to the channel, feel free to leave your guys' story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see y'all later. Peace.